Father's Day. Yeah, malapit na yung Father's Day. Okay, so I have my topic for today, Father's Day. I want to read a passage from Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. His name shall be called the Everlasting Father. So the third Sunday of June, in June is our Father's Day celebration, a day we honor fathers and the time for fathers to take a personal inventory and be sure that they have shown themselves worthy of honor and respect. So fathers have tremendous privilege of representing the Heavenly Father, no other than our God. Here is the story of one who did just resemble how God takes care of his children. This father was about to administer necessary punishment to his daughter for disobedience. And the daughter said, if you spunk me, I run away from home and I won't come back. The little girl threatened, but the threat did not deter the father. So after receiving some punishment that is due to her, which she deserved, the little girl removed her dirty clothes from the clothes basket, made a bundle of them, and then tucked them under her arms, and then slipped out back into the back door. And the father saw the little girl's head as he passed the window where he was sitting. Waiting until he reached the front sidewalk, he followed her, keeping out of sight behind the trees. So nagtatago lang siya habang sumusunod. And his daughter did not know that his father was following him. When the little child came to the first corner of the block, she paused to consider which way to go, right or left. From behind the tree, the father watched her. Suddenly, she turned and retraced her back toward home. When she passed the tree behind which his father was hiding, she was whimpering to himself. And she neared home, she began to run. So across the lawn from the lawn to the rear door by which she had left, the father entered the house in the front door and resumed sitting by the window. So hearing a feeble knock, he opened the door, and the little girl leaped his arms, crying, "Oh, Daddy, if you let me come back, I'll never run away again." The beautiful part of the story is the fact that there was not a single moment when the father was not watching over the child while he was retracing his steps away from home. And she never did imagine that his father was following her all the way out there in their homes up to the first corner where she decided which way to go, and where he decided also to come back to their homes. So in that way, God is doing with us, His children. So it's like that father who, at the very moment when his children goes wayward, goes outside and rebel against him, then he has the all the possible means and ways to encourage the wayward child to come back. So when we rebel against him, at the farthest point home from home, the little girl would have received an instant response if she had called. Lovingly, the father watched over her steps off the way, and lovingly he stood ready to help if called upon. Lovingly, or to receive her in his arms and forgive her. So, if we consider ourselves to have gone away from God for a little moment, or from this moment of time, then here is the time that they're going to come back to Him, and He's willing to accept us and hug us back into His arms so that we will never be separated from the Lord or from Him. So whatever we have done, whatever rebellion we have shown to the God of heaven, to our Heavenly Father, still He is willing to accept us. He's willing to forgive us. And if we only um, come back, retrace our steps back to the Lord and decide to be with Him and to have a covenant relationship with Him. Like a father, um, God is willing to help us. God is lovingly watching over us and always doing ways and means for which we can decide to stay or to come back and stay with Him forever. So, thank you for listening, and may God bless us today.